All right. Hey, good morning or good evening, whichever it may happen to be. We've learned about the sine graph. Now we're going to look at the other graphs of our other trig functions. And so first off, let's start with the easy one like cosine. Now, I'm going to do cosine a little bit differently, if you can see like from right here. This is actually negative pi over 2 at negative 1.57, and this would be at 3 pi over 2, just kind of to see something like how it works here. But first off, let's think about this here. Cosine at 0 is what? 1, correct? And then at the point where it comes in at your 30 degrees, or pi over 6, it'd be about right there. And pi over 4 would be there. And then at pi over 3, it's right about there, a little bit about at 1/2. And then it comes in at 0. Ooh, it's like it's kind of making something a little bit like the sine graph. So let's keep going. Because if we go to 2 pi over 3, there's where we would be, about 1/2. And then it's square root of 2 over 2, which is about 0.7 at the 3 pi over 4 mark. 5 pi over 6, it turns out to be somewhere about 0.86, the square root of 3 over 2. And then what happens, it becomes negative 1 at pi. And what do you think is going to happen? Well, our values are going to start to come back up. They're going to be exactly the same, coming right back up, where we end up with that. And then if you were to keep going in quadrant 4, you would end up with something like this if we were to keep going, but putting it over there. So what do we have? We have this nice little wave. So there's our cosine graph. And notice, our cosine graph, if x is 0, starts at 1, it makes a nice little wave like the following. And here's a cosine graph over like maybe several different things. Makes a wave continuously going on and on. And that would be the cosine graph. And once again, the main thing about cosine graphs, at 0, it starts at 1. When x is 0, cosine starts up at 1.